my name's Matt and I'm a producer and production manager. I work in the events industry and I've lived here for about 18 months now. In total, been a Guardian for around 10 years on and off. And that's me. I love music, as you can see from my many instruments dotted around my room. The cost, first of all, and being able to live in interesting buildings, warehouses to like doctors' surgeries, to schools, community centres, even had a basketball court in my house at one point. And what motivated me to move to Digswell was actually simply the convenience at the time. I was working in America and I was looking for a place to live to come back to when I came back to London. I reached out to the Guardians and they showed me this new property. I knew the area of Islington well and I just thought I'll take a chance on that. So I actually put my money down and took the room without ever having viewed the property, which was a bit of a risk, but here I am 18 months later and I don't regret it at all. I love London in general. I mean, I'm from up north, but I've lived in London for about 12 years now. And Islington's definitely one of the places that I would feel like I would want to settle in. Got loads of green spaces, loads of good things to do like bars, restaurants. It's clean, it's nice, it's pretty safe around here. So lucky to have all of that on your doorstep. It's super convenient for me traveling into Central for work as well. Loads. Loads of hidden gems in Islington. Don't know if you would classify Upper Street as hidden, but there's loads of good pubs and bars around there. You've got Canonbury and the whole River Walk. That area is really pretty. You've got Highbury Fields, just literally over the road from us. There's so many little hidden alleyways and little places like that. I like going down to the canal by Angel. So many nice bakeries, coffee shops. I mean, Islington has everything that you need within walking distance of here. So a few things, lighting, got all my plants in here. I like to use like rugs and different furnishings that I've collected over the years. So that's another thing I like about Guardians. You kind of get a blank canvas with your room to decorate it however you want, and you can kind of add your own personality into the items you choose to put in your room. The best hack to make your space more welcoming for others is lighting. Like warm lighting, ambient lighting around your room rather than harsh white light, like really creates like a welcoming, warm environment. Yeah, definitely. So carpentry, painting, decorating. I mean, I do a lot of this with work, so it's handy to have these skills, but I bring them into the Guardianship, so it's stuff that needs fixing or wires running, and redoing different rooms. We try and keep it like a nice environment to live in, especially in the communal spaces. So we've like created like a little chill area in some of the communal spaces, and we try and keep the kitchen looking nice. So yeah, kind of DIY hobbyist, hopefully learn some more skills that I can use anywhere I move. It's a great place to meet people, like-minded people, creative people. If you put yourself out there and take the risk, then you might find the reward, you know. In my previous Guardianships, I made friends that I'm still friends with now, like 6-7 years later. Moving in here with Rob and finding like this Guardianship, like it's like kind of reinvigorated my faith in it that it can work, and it is good. I work with Rob now on a regular basis. We hang out all the time, so I've made some like really close friends from living here. It's funny that you ask that, because if you are a Guardian, you end up having to do that all the time. Explaining it to your parents, explaining it to your colleagues. I just describe it as like living in a kind of shared studio environment. I still struggle to describe it in a way, because when you try and describe it to people, they say, oh, you're just squatting then. And then you're like, no, it's not squatting, it's like a way of living, a different kind of lifestyle of living, where you're kind of sharing a space that's empty, you're occupying it, you are living security, which just goes over a lot of people's heads. They don't have a clue. The culture has changed around it, and it was a bit chaotic. I'd say now it feels a little bit more ordered. I'd say definitely it's kind of developed over the years, more of a normal way of viewing a property and the processes behind it and getting in. I started out, my first Guardian property was a school in Maida Vale. I probably moved in there about 10 years ago, and there was, I'd say, about 20 to 25 rooms in that school. It was great. We used to have like communal meals. There was a chef that lived there, and we used to get together and have amazing dinners. And when we started out, we had access to some like pretty amazing large spaces. I had like a whole warehouse in Dalston that I used to look after with living guardians. Those kind of spaces are few and far between now. I think that's just due to like the rapid development of London, but that is just living in London wherever you are, renting in London. I would say the best thing is like the freedom and the ability to like live in unique spaces. Like I love like living in this room, I can make it my own. I love the freedom of kind of pay by the month contract. You can leave if you want, travel, come back, find another room. You've got such flexibility to do that, really. And like the community side of it as well. Like I've lived in house shares and I've lived in many guardianships. Like I do like living with people and finding like a community with them, building like a little community where you're living. Yeah, just having like a really nice place to live where everybody feels like welcome and super chill vibes, Make sure you don't leave stuff lying around in the common areas. Like treat people with respect and as you would wish to be treated, and I'm sure you will get along absolutely fine. I think just like take the plunge and do it, because there's not many opportunities to live in London in unique spaces, so like try and take it while you can. Just do it. You won't regret it. You might meet some amazing people, and yeah, like I say, you have the freedom and like just the great energy in the house to like do whatever you want, be creative, do the best work you want to do, and follow your dreams, whatever you want to do.